now see it says we're live. See, so now we just.
I have to wait for 30 seconds.
We gotta wait. All right, we'll wait for some people to get in here. Probably got one thumbs up, nobody in here. So we'll give it a minute here. There's Jen A. Jen A's always first on a restart. Yeah, we didn't even get started on the first one, and it was already gone. So unbelievable. So we'll give it. I know that was way quick, wasn't it? Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So we'll give it a minute here. All right. So, yeah, 4 seconds. Yeah, but the record is still 1 second, guys. The record is still 1 second. So we got to remember that. All right. So anyway, before we get started, again, we never even got a chance to say anything. But if we have an interruption in the stream, just please be patient, and I will get back right on as soon as I possibly can. You may not get a notification, so you have to go to the website to see that, okay? Secondly, I would like to remind everybody that this is a very family-friendly oriented channel, so please be decent in the chat. No racism, no nastiness, just be decent with each other. And, if you are not, as you see JJ, those awesome moderators that I have, Lady Kickboxer there lit up in blue, they will boot you out of here, okay? So anyway, as you guys can see, I have somebody here with me tonight.
Hi, everyone. I'm seeing all the shout-outs. Hello.
This is my new girlfriend, Becca. So there was requests that she come on, and when are we going to see you on a live stream? And so we talked about it, and we came up with tonight. So I know it's like the angle of this makes me look like I'm like a giant. Look at little bitty Becca. Well, she is very short. She's 5'2". So, yeah. So, hottie alert. Yes, I have to agree with you, Randy. That is very, very true. Yep. So, but anyway, so we're going to be talking about the forest fires out west, and I got some information I want to share about that. Absolutely insanity going on out there. And then obviously, if you guys have some questions for Becca, we will get into that as well. And, if you'd like to ask her whatever, we'll go from there. Okay. So anyway, so there we are. So anyway, so let's get into a little bit of these forest fires first. I want to talk about some of this to begin with, and then I'll tell you, we'll get into asking questions and stuff like that, so you can ask Becca some questions. But I feel really bad for Portland, by the way, just so you know, because of all the forest fires and everything going on there. The BLM and the Antifa will not be able to protest like they have been. Because there's fire emergencies all around that whole area. So I feel really bad for them that they cannot continue to burn stuff, loot, assault police. It's very, very bad. So, they'll have to take a couple of days off. But anyway, I'm being sarcastic when I say that, of course. But right now out west, and this is I want to be serious about this a moment. There's 100 major fires going on out west right now. In what states is it affecting? It's Alaska is actually one of them. Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. So there's a tremendous amount of fires going on out there right now. Already the size of New Jersey, almost the size of New Jersey, has been burnt already, which is crazy. Unbelievable if you put that into perspective. The state of New Jersey, that's how much land has been burnt by these fires. Unfortunately, we've had 26 deaths related to the fires already. 20 in California, 5 in Oregon, 1 in Washington State. And unfortunately, the one in Washington State was a 1-year-old. So it's unbelievable. I read this story and it just made me sick. One of the people that died in Oregon was a little boy. He was 13. And he took shelter in the family car, and he had his 200-pound bull mastiff mix with him. And the dog was also found dead next to the boy. His mother was burned beyond recognition. The husband passed her on the street coming back to the house and did not recognize her. I mean, that's how badly she was burned. The grandmother, had a broken leg and was not able to get out of the house, and she perished as well. I just can't even imagine what that would be like. Just absolutely horrible. And again, my thoughts go out to all the people that are dealing with that right now. It's just very, very sad. Right now, out west, 28,000 firefighters and support personnel are battling the fires. And there's a lot of volunteers. As you guys know, Wrangle Star is out there fighting the fires as well, trying to help protect family homes. And so he's dealing with that right now himself. But there's a lot of people volunteering, trying to help everything. It's like I said, it's a heartbreaking situation. And, the loss of life is terrible. But they were talking, the Riverside fire has burned 125,000 acres. The Becca Creek fire is burned 182,000 acres. It's absolutely incredible if you think about the number of that. It says 10% of Oregon right now, the entire state of Oregon, 10% of the state is under evacuation orders. I mean, I want you to think about that. I mean, it's like you got 10% of the state, they're telling those people to leave. Just a horrible, horrible thing. But again, it also shows, though, with the number of volunteers, the number of really good people that are out there trying to help. Maybe they're not professional firefighters, but they're doing their part to try to help, beat down this fire. It's a terrible, terrible situation that's happening. So, but, where are you going to go? Well, exactly. I mean, that's the whole thing in that area. Where are you going to go? They do have, shelters, set up. Any truth about Antifa being responsible for the fires, JJ? I did hear that, JJ, but I don't believe that was true. They've debunked that, but it wouldn't shock me. I'll be honest with you. You just never know with that type of a situation. Hey, Diane Perry, thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So anyway, Eyes Wide Shut. Let's see. Whoa. Hello, Becca from hugs to you and Ed from Arizona. Well, there you go.
Hi. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
So so let's do this, guys. Let's anybody have some questions that they would like to ask Becca? Let's do that really, really quickly. Kelly had many thousands of acres burned last year. Yeah, they had huge fires, but I mean it's even worse this year, I think. Australia. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Eyes Wide Shut. How many kids? Lady Kickboxer would like to know how many children.
I have 2 children. I have a son who's 6 and a daughter who just turned 2.
Yeah. All right. How does she spell her name?
It's always the mix-up. Always. It's spelled Rebekah. Or if you're just doing Becca, of course, it's Bekah.
There you go. Yep. So that they asked that. Talking about out there with the fires, when you walk outside, it's so bad your eyes start to water. Is she a prepper? That's a question.
I am not an active prepper. I live in an apartment building, kind of the stereotypical lifestyle, I guess. But I've always been exposed to it. It's always been something I was interested in, learned about. So I wasn't completely naive walking into, getting to know Ed and all of that thing. So it's not something I'm currently doing. Probably should, definitely should, but not as of right now, simply because of my living arrangements. I can't accommodate.
Okay, Bryce Cry asked, do you like the bike?
I love bikes. I love riding on it. I love all kinds of stuff. Anything to do with bikes, I'm all about it.
Let's see. How do you feel about the chickens?
I love chickens. I actually used to have a bunch of chickens. I had a bunch of animals growing up. We were talking about clipping the wings of the birds today, but didn't actually end up doing it.
So Full of Hope asked, how did you meet? Well, actually, we met 4 years ago. We had gone through an orientation with the state together, and we hit it off then, and we actually sat together every day. And she was actually seeing somebody else at the time. And so, but we remained friends. We remained friends on Facebook. And then a couple months ago, probably, we started reconnecting on Facebook and talking. And it's kind of progressed from there, I guess you would say, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so let's see. Stay away from single moms at all costs. Now that's not nice. That's not nice. In this day and age, guys, there's a lot of single moms out there. That doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't make them somebody looking for anything bad. They're just, it's things happen. I mean, unfortunately, we live in a society today where people won't work things out. They would rather quit. And, and then, there's always extenuating circumstances, drug addiction or whatever, abuse. They shouldn't stay in those type of situations. So, they do what they have to do.
And a lot of it boils down to when you're young, you make young people decisions in an adult world, and you're not really fully aware of the consequences either.
Luck has nothing to do with it. Ed's a catch. Go, Becca. There you go.
Yes.
So I thought somebody must have said that I'm lucky. I think she's a keeper. She's a beautiful smile. Well, thank you very much, Tamara. I kind of like her. I think I'm going to keep her around.
For a little while.
Probably more longer than that. Does she have a nickname?
Nothing really crazy. Like when I was little, it used to be Boo Boo before Monsters Inc. came out and all that. Not before, but probably around the same time. I was Boo Boo, and then Becca Boo. It's always just kind of some variation of Boo.
Becca doesn't look like a drug addict. I didn't say she was a drug addict. She is not a drug addict. So just so you guys know, no.
I have a feeling she already knows how to shoot from Curie. Yes, I do shoot. I love guns. I'm all about that.
Pro Second Amendment.
Pro Second Amendment, very much.
What does she think about the homestead will?
Well, I was here back when we first met, so many years, 4 years ago.
Right.
And it was a lot less developed. So when I came back for the first time after 4 years had gone by, I was really surprised about how much everything had grown and how much it had developed. I was very impressed. So it's a great setup. He's doing really great things here. And just the education factor as well, educating people and, getting on the live streams and just having that honest discussion of the what ifs and the probablys that's going to happen.
Is she a nurse also? No, she actually was a CNA when we went through orientation together. So, let's see. Welcome to the family, Becca.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see. Hardworking CNAs, yes, they do the brunt of the work, especially in nursing homes. It's very, very, very thankless work. What does she do for work? So I'll let you go ahead and answer that.
So Ed has talked a little bit about JDAGA, and this is actually how we kind of reconnected when we kind of joined forces. The CBD shop with all the CBD products and whatnot, and that kind of boosted what kind of became of that. But I am partners in a CBD store and in New York, obviously here, and partners with my cousin, and we run it together. I work there actually in the retail, and my partner, which is also my cousin, he works more of the wholesale side, and he's not really in the shop that frequently.
Here's a good question. Beth asked, does she have any pets?
I do. I have 2 dogs and a cat. They're all rescues, all have wonderfully sad stories with great endings because they're in their forever home. But I do have animals, yeah, and I love animals. I've grown up with them my whole life.
Okay, how tall is she?
I am a whopping 5'2".
She is vertically challenged.
I can't reach anything, ever.
Does Becca mind doing door duty for the cats?
I do not mind, and I'll gladly do it. I just had Lucy?
Lucy.
Yeah. Lucy was right on top of me right here, just kneading with the paws for the last 10 minutes before we got on.
Yep. Okay, she passes the Inquisition. That's funny. Do you have room for a retired recon Marine that grew up on a farm? Man, it's getting crowded up here. But and then like I said, Margie, she's got her building as well. So it's, but would you shave your chest for her? I don't shave my chest for anybody. She knows I have chest hair, obviously. No, she would not ask me to do that, and that's not. When you change who you are for somebody, why would they want to be with you if they expect you to do all these changes? That doesn't make any sense. If they like you for you, they like you for you. It'd be like me saying to her, "Okay, well now that we're a couple and we're together, you need to change your hair color." I mean, that'd be ridiculous. Who am I to tell her what to do to change her appearance? She is who she is. I liked her for her, and and that's it. So,
Vicky says I'm not vertically challenged. I'm concentrated.
There you go. Yeah,
love that.
Yeah. Would you put the bike outside the house for Becca? No, I don't need it. Why would I put the bike outside the house? The bike has its own house. that little yellow building you guys see, that's where the bike lives. It stays out of the weather. It stays protected. Hey, Becca, if you need to know anything about it, just ask us. I love that. That's awesome. Oh, my God, that's too funny. Tony Blackmoon said, I've been married to the same woman for 45 years and still in love with her. That's awesome, man. I think that's
amazing.
Great.
That's awesome.
That is rare in this day and age. Very, very rare. She is under tall. Yeah, I like that. Yes, she is. I always like little petite women, though. That's I like short women. I just always have, so. Is Becca from New York? Go ahead and answer that question.
Yeah, so I was born in New York. I was actually born in Newark, New York. And then my family moved away when I was like 3. And then I grew up down south, but then I came back. So I'm kind of a southern/northern girl.
Yep. All right. Nice lady, Ed. Well done. Long time coming, mate. Well, thank you, Rudy. I appreciate that. My parents are about to celebrate 64 years together. Wow, Raven, that's awesome. That amazing. Is really awesome. Let's see. Ed is interested because Becca is God's beautiful from the inside out. Well, that's, you know what, and the thing is, I'm going to tell you what, when we started talking, one of the things, like I had said to her, I need somebody in my life that can stimulate me mentally as well as physically. You're only going to spend so much time in a bedroom, obviously. When you get out of there, you still have to like each other, talk to each other, and be able to communicate. And so having somebody that I can have a nice conversation with, she has her own opinions, and I respect that. And so, I think that's an important aspect. For me, it is anyway. I know some people don't care, but for me, it is. I can't be with somebody, I don't care how gorgeous the woman is, if there's not a brain cell in her head, I can't do it. So I got to be with somebody that's smart, and she is.
I like to think I'm well educated.
Happy L said, physically keep busy, Beck. We won't go into that.
No, family friendly channel.
Sorry, family friendly. Let's see. Norman says, hey, Becca, pleased to meet you with Ed.
Nice to meet you, too.
Yeah, you got to have a good sense of humor. Yeah, and that's the thing. So we laugh, like ridiculously laugh at just the stupidest things. We were talking about South Park and Family Guy in some of the episodes, and just die and laugh. Also, look at their whole.
Oh my God.
Okay, there you go.
That's the only one you guys get.
Yeah, that's the only part of the show you get to see. But like I said, she's very down to earth.
Showdown.
Yes, I've met her children. And if you don't mind, you know what I'm saying about Jonathan? Okay. And her son also has autism. And so it's amazing because like when we were talking about stuff, and she was like, well, my son has autism. I'm like, I'm a pretty good expert on autism in children. So, I know what I'm, you know what you're getting into. Very, very nice young man. And her daughter is just a spark plug. She is something else, full of energy, just full of it. You look at this little girl, and you can just see the mischief in her eyes. That's just.
She's been at the terrible two stage since the moment she was born.
Yeah, but they're very well mannered. Becca is definitely in charge when it comes to disciplining her children and stuff like that, and so that's really really cool. Becca, what is your astrological sign?
I am an Aquarius.
So there you go.
It's actually Aquarius Pisces cusp. Okay. Gotta put that in there.
Right. Now that we have the change to G rating after the kiss, yeah, right. Oh my God, that's funny. All right, so let's see what else we got here. You guys build a strong foundation, and the rest is easy. I married my honey August of '77. We were happy for you guys. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You. And that came from Janie W. And the thing is, it's like because we knew each other before and we're friends. When you start a relationship based on friendship, I think it really helps. And we didn't rush into anything. We kind of took our time and felt it out, I guess is the right word. Not to, it's not the greatest metaphor, but it's just we kind of took our time. We talked a lot. Yeah. And and like I said, I like her, she likes me, and so we decided to be exclusive, and we'll see where things go from there. So,
and I really think we really majored on the no expectations. Don't expect anything if we hang out. Don't expect to become a couple. Don't expect any of that. We just let nature take its course. And I think that's the biggest thing that I know that I've not done in my past is just I tried to force things to happen and just ended up blowing up in my face. But when you let nature take its course, it's a lot better than trying to make something happen, because I guarantee it's never going to work.
Yeah, because I'd wake up in the morning, she's standing outside my window, and I'd be like, listen, you really got to go home now. I'm only kidding, guys. I'm only kidding when I say that. No, we just, we talked a lot, and we just took it slow, and there was no expectations, and it just kind of happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it really did. It just kind of happened.
And now she won't leave me alone, but it's okay. No, I'm kidding again. I love spending time with her. And I enjoy her company, and so things are good, and we'll see how things go. So I think it's always better to be friends first. What, Peggy, I agree. I think it makes Ed looks 10 years younger than I. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Randy. It's just it's when you're happy, it's a different. You just feel different. When you have somebody that gives a crap about you, and I know there's a lot of you out there, I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of acquaintances and stuff like that, but when you have somebody that just looks at you the same way you look at them, that really makes a difference. And I think that's the greatest feeling in the world. So, I'm in love. We're not going to go there yet. The
L word has not come out yet.
Yeah, the L word has not come out yet. But like I said, I definitely can see it going that way,
Yeah, but, it potentially could. But once again, letting nature take its
course. We're just letting it go as we go. So, but she's pretty awesome. She favors your daughter? I don't know what you mean by that.
Cooties.
Okay.
What's that? Catman. Catmander? I can't read it.
So anyway, so how's Heather? Heather's doing good. Heather has met Becca. Heather likes Becca, so there's no issues there either. So somebody just asked, so what does Heather? JJ asked, so what does Heather think of Becca? Heather likes Becca. She's happy for me. She said, "Dad, I'm really happy, that you found somebody." And I just I had a girlfriend a while back when I first got off grid, and after I had my surgery, and there was an issue because of Eddie. And I just made it a point at that point, I wasn't going to get into a relationship until the kids were grown. Just because it's a very, very difficult thing when you have teenage children. You're trying to bring a new woman into the situation, and it's very difficult. So, once, Heather got off to school and Eddie decided to go live with Mom, then I'm like, okay, well, now I can have my life. And I thought that was important at the time too. And so I actually had, I talked to a friend of mine, Reese, who probably be watching this. And, he had asked me what the kids' age were, and I told him that, John is 6 and I'm going blank on your daughter's name.
Addison.
I just went completely blank. And Addison's 2. And he's like, that's a perfect age. He goes, because if they were teenagers, he goes, you're looking at a whole bunch of different issues. But because they're young enough, it's they're just going to remember you. And that's kind of neat. But they're, like I said, they're good kids. And, it was really cool meeting them.
Yeah, it was a pretty unique experience.
I do have to get her pic made now and go beside you on the wall there, which is already on my phone as my background. So, but that's for me. So, let's see. Let's see what else. Hey, Al Gibson. When you have someone that will let you be you, I married at 18 and 45 years later, he still lets me be me. That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is absolutely awesome. Thank you for that donation.
Cool.
And thank you for sharing that. Yeah, you know what? If you're with somebody, here's the biggest thing. And I'm going to, the biggest thing in a relationship is trust. Once trust is gone, that's basically the end of the relationship. So I think it's really important that you go in, with that. I mean, regardless of what has happened to us in past relationships, that doesn't define the new relationship. So if you go into the relationship and being willing to be open and, and have that trust, and then if they break that trust, then that's totally different. You know what I mean? But again, that's why you take it slow. You feel each other out. You see where that other person's at, what they want, what you want, and all those type of things. And I think that that's a big part of it. You have to update your emergency plans now. Good to have someone to help you and enjoy the adventure together. Yes, well, like I said, obviously if something goes down, she will be coming here. So, yeah, Eyes Wide Shut said, totally agree. If there's no trust, there's no longevity. Yeah, they always, jealousy is the green-eyed monster. And when you have somebody, and here's the thing, guys, and I want you to remember this, and if this is affecting any of you out there, I want you to remember this. Usually the person that is accusing the other person of cheating is the one that's cheating. That I've seen it over and over and over again. Because the cheater's always going to be the one accusing the other person to try to deflect what they're doing, and that type of stuff. So that's something to think about, Yeah, get the extension built. Tony Draper said, yeah, that's going to be on the game plan for next spring. That is definitely on the game plan. So, but so I think we're going to need that addition more than ever now.
I think so.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but I trusted my husband 30 years until the day he walked out. Hard to trust again. Yeah, you know what? That is, and I'm sorry that happened to you, but what can you do? I mean, there really is not a whole lot you can do. Oh, Becca, do you have at least a bug-out bag at your place? JJ asked that.
I have a to-go bag that's always been packed, and it's been sitting in my closet. And that actually originated from, I think it was my son 6 years ago. That was supposed to be actually my maternity bag, like, the bag you're supposed to take to the hospital or whatever. But he came in such a unique time that I never grabbed it. So I just kept it in my closet, and it's still there to the day. There's wipes, toothpaste, clothes.
Okay. Tommy M says, God bless FDNY 434. Never forget. Box 558087 55555. All first responders and good people who died at the World Trade Center. Yeah, that's another thing. It's funny because I put up a video, obviously, earlier today that said never forget. And instantly demonetized. I'm sure they never even looked at the content, but they demonetized it. And I could tell that it had been shadow banned because the views were not there that a normal video would have. Again, just trying to control the narrative by YouTube, trying to control the narrative. But, the biggest thing, and I want to just kind of share this with you, that I was talking about in that video earlier today, there's a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of thoughts of what happened, and I've had my own. I've shared them on here. So if you want to see my opinion, go back and check them out, because it's like I've been very upfront of what I believe happened. Okay. And, but what I want people to think about on days like today, every year, I don't want you to think of the conspiracy theory stuff or what happened and how it happened and who was responsible and all those type of things. Let's think of the victims. There was a lot of good people that died that day. A lot of firefighters, police officers, paramedics that died along with all those people in those buildings. You know, yeah, if somebody says Happy Elf says inside job, I will just say I agree 100%. So, you know, I want this to be about remembrance of those people that made that ultimate sacrifice. And, you know, it's a horrible, horrible thing that happened, something that should have never happened. I want to bring up one point about this. The day before 9/11, Rumsfeld came on TV and he was talking about the missing $2.1 trillion, that they had all these records at the Pentagon. And lo and behold, the next day, supposed event happens, and all those records were destroyed. You know, very, very convenient, unfortunately. 2.1 trillion missing. And that's never really been brought up again. We've just completely forgot about that, and it's gone. So something to think about. And then, you know, Building 10 that was pulled, amazingly, that it was ready to go, rigged and ready to go, how quickly. And they pulled that building because of supposed fires. Just crap, just unbelievable. But, you know, it is what it is. But what we need to be thinking about on days like on the Memorial Days like today is those people that died. That's what really needs to be thought about, because unfortunately a lot of people died. You know, when the buildings were hit, and this is something I want you guys to think about too. The people were told to stay in the building. I want you to think about that. This building has just been hit by an airplane, supposedly an airplane. And you're going to tell the people not to leave the building? Why would that be? You know, so just something to think about. Guys, I see we're at 9:37 in the chat. We're at 3:15 on the thumbs up. If you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to please shoot a thumbs up to show support for the channel. And thank you for doing that ahead of time. Also, it really does help with algorithms. So I appreciate the thumbs up for that reason as well. And I also like to see a nice number of thumbs up, so I'm not going to lie. So thank you ahead of time for that. And again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I would ask you to subscribe and make sure you hit that bell icon as well to get all notifications. And thank you ahead of time for that as well. All right. So Heroic Waffle said, I had an NYPD office. Oh, hold on a second. Office when it happened. I was 21. It was terrible. I worked 21 days straight with 2 hours sleep a night, digging people, body parts everywhere. I have PTSD because of it. Love you all. Wow. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. It was a horrible thing. I mean, when you saw the people choosing to jump than to be burned alive or die of carbon monoxide poisoning, I just can't even imagine. I mean, because you know you're going to die no matter what, but they choose that way as opposed to burning or the carbon monoxide. It's a horrible choice, and I couldn't even imagine being in that position and having to deal with that. But thank you, Hun, for that donation. I do appreciate that, and I'm sorry that you had to deal with that at that time. If you're a male, I don't mean to call you Hun. So Heroic Waffles, I don't know if that's male or female, so I apologize.
But seriously, thank you for serving in that way. No, that's huge, and to be forever affected by that, that's huge. Thank you.
Yeah, there's another thing. Somebody, Patricia just said, Portland, Oregon here, please pray for all the firefighters in the world fighting these fires. Yeah, I'm not a prayer, as you guys know, but they definitely will be in my thoughts. I hope that they're safe, dealing with the situation out there. There's been chatter about what's going on out there as well. But what we do know is this. There are a lot of fires, over 100 fires. There's over 28,000 firefighters and support personnel fighting those fires. And just let's hope that they're all safe. Like I said, I know that Wrangle Star is one of those guys out there, and he's trying to help family, not lose their homes. Very, very sad situation. But so, yeah, let's just keep them in our thoughts and prayers. There's still thousands of bone fragments that have not been identified from 9/11. Wow, follower J. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Just like I said, the whole situation is absolutely horrible. I try to say I was an NYPD officer, LOL. I am male. I was digging bodies from Tower 2 and slight boom sound escaped around the 4th of July. I got jittery. God bless America. I love you all. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. And thank you for clarifying that. And again, didn't mean to call you Hun. I'm going to tell you what. When all the years that I've worked, being in a nursing home, I called everybody hon. Everybody was honey. And management used to get so mad. You can't call these people honey. That's just the way it is. So, but yeah, I always did. And so I didn't mean that in any way disrespectful at all. And thank you for serving and helping in that situation. It had to be unbelievably horrible.
He says it's okay. I'll take a
Okay. All right. So, but yeah, it's always been like my thing, in the nursing home. But come in, how you doing today, hon? Just never disrespectfully, of course. Going to be a lot of people at your wedding. We're all waiting for our invitation. Let's not go. Let's slow down. Me and Becca have talked about that. I have no intention of ever getting married again, and I don't think she does either. Do you? No. And I would absolutely be in a long-term committed relationship, and we've already, like I said, decided to be exclusive. So, to me, I don't need a piece of paper to prove that I love or care about somebody. So, yeah. Because I'm going to tell you what, when you get married, I'm going to tell you who gets rich. The towns, the courthouses, and the lawyers. That's who gets rich when you get married. It takes 5 minutes to get into it, and it's a nightmare to get out of. Anybody that has been married and divorced knows exactly what I'm talking about. Could change your mind. No, I don't. I've done it twice.
I'm not trying to change his mind.
No,
not at all.
No, I've done it twice. That was enough. So I thought you were all ours, Ed. Oh, you're gonna have to share me a little bit now. Hey, Dan McQueen. Many fires started by Antifa helping BLM busted arsonists. Oh, I did hear that, but I read something else that said it wasn't true. But again, you don't know what's true and what's not true. You really don't. So, but thank you for that information, and thank you for the donation as well. One more donation. Thanks for everything. This is the biggest reason why I prep. Oh, hold on a second. Believe it or not, that's how I met my wife. She was an OR nurse, married 14 years now, 3 great kids. That's awesome. So see, something positive came out of something negative, and that's a great thing. And I think that's wonderful. I'm going to tell you why. It's weird. It's weird how things happen. Like when we met 4 years ago, she tells me later, and I tell her later, I was attracted to her. She was attracted to me, but the timing, it just wasn't the right time. And so, here we are 4 years later, we reconnect, and that spark is still there. I mean, I got to tell you the story, guys. When she came out here 4 years ago and we sat out around the bonfire, that night, her and I sat there and literally talked all night. Now, I know it's hard to believe that I was talking a lot, but yeah. So, but it was funny because we just clicked really, really well, even then. And, and here we are 4 years later.
Yeah, it's a great foundation.
Yeah. 2021 preppers get together at Letchworth is a good place for a wedding. 80K man, stop. There's no wedding. We will be hopefully doing the get together next year at Letchworth State Park in New York here. I really hope we can. I hope that this stuff is over by then and we can get back to some sense of normalcy, which would be great. But we'll see what happens. But, that'll be, I can't wait. I love the one we did last year. I was really disappointed that we were not able to do a, prepper get together this year. I was really disappointed because last year was such a success and it was such a small scale, and it was put together in like 6 weeks. That's how quick it happened last year. What I'd like to be able to do this year coming up is be able to book the pavilion, let everybody know as early as I can. And I think the earliest that we can book the pavilion is like March or April. So, obviously I'm going to book it as soon as I can. I would like to do July, August again, in that time frame. I think that's a good time to do it. And, I think that's fun. It's a great brother and sisterhood. It really, truly is. Is this your new boo? Well, I don't use the term boo, but yes, this is my new girlfriend. I wanted to attend the next get-together. Went to hug and thank you for all the wonderful people. Oh, that's cool, Beth. Well, like I said, hopefully we can do it. Looking forward to doing it next year, and I think we'll have a great time. Ed's cheating on us. Glad it's with Becca, though. LOL. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. On 9/11, Canada saved over 20,000 to 30,000 lives in just a few hours. All the planes had to be landed somewhere. Canada did their part. Oh, that's very cool, Paul. I did not know that. They redirected the planes and landed them in Canada. That's awesome. I think that's
very
excellent.
Cool.
What is your mom and sister's opinion of Becca? Well, they just met Becca tonight, so I guess I'll hear that later. Their assessment. You're like blurry back there.
Yeah, I've been blurry this whole time.
Yeah, I've seen that. So you gotta.
It's okay. Becca's blurry.
You can come up here so they can see you better.
Oh, that's all better.
See, now she doesn't look like she's like a dwarf in the background. Becca, welcome to our family here.
Thank you.
Let's see. Very true. Halifax was overloaded. Okay, well, see, I did not know that. That's something that I did not know. So that's awesome. That is very awesome. My niece was stuck in Greece for 2 weeks. Oh, in the country of Greece?
Wow.
Yeah. That was a really bad time. Boy, I'll tell you what, you know what the funny thing about that, not the funny thing, but the great thing about that, as a country, we really did come together. People really did try to work and help each other out. So, look at Duchesne's channel about laser hit in California. I've heard that. I have not seen the video footage of it myself, but I have heard that lasers were being fired into areas and causing fires as well. I can't confirm or deny it. So, but I think it's, I think that it's, it wouldn't shock me. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I never knew a year this bad, Tony Draper. You're right. This has been an unbelievably bad year, really bad. And it's not over. So, hey, we got another couple months to go. Shame in our country can't come together like that now. Yeah, I agree. There's so much hatred. It's a very, very sad thing. And I'll bring the moonshine and a good plate to get. Oh, very nice. That sounds awesome, James. We'll sit around. We'll get a little fire going there. Actually, the pavilion that we used last year had a fireplace. So I think it would be cool to have a little fire there and pass the jar around.
I'm down for that.
Yeah,
that
definitely.
Amazing.
Phoenix, Arizona is covered in smoke. Yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff going on there. Texas is sending firefighting trucks to the West Coast from over 50 departments. Wow. Is Rochester calming down yet? I'll be honest with you, I haven't paid attention. The last couple days, I've been actually really, really busy with other things. And so I really haven't paid attention. I know that the chief of police resigned. There was another high-ranking police official also resigned. Well, they retired is what they did. They didn't resign, they retired. But the one that needs to retire is the mayor. She needs to step down because all she's ever done is fan the flames and stir things up. And I think she's a horrible mayor. That's my personal opinion. But again, I don't live up in that area anymore, thank goodness. And I don't miss it.
One of my friends actually works for independent security, and he gets called up there frequently. And the last I saw on Facebook was that things have not really calmed down. I think it's been a little bit more sporadic, but when these episodes happen, it's just as intense as the first one.
But they have been making arrests, though.
They've been making arrests. I do know that. They've been trying to get to the bottom of it and defending themselves and the citizens.
Flying Ryan 1986 says, I'm afraid next year is going to be worse than this year. What do you think? My opinion within any type of situation, again, my mindset has always been you prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. You continue to get ready. We never know what is going to happen. Like 9/11 was a great example. No one saw that coming. And so when that happened, it was literally the whole country was in shock. And it's like one of those events, again, and I talked about this earlier in my video today. Everybody remembers where they were on 9/11. I was in my living room getting ready for work. Amy was pregnant out to here with the twins, and it was a it was a bad situation. But I'll never forget that. Never forget it. Hey, Merry Christmas. Hold on a second. Repent and be baptized in Jesus' name. Acts 2:37-38. This is the only way to heaven. Jesus loved you, Ed, and your girlfriend. Well, thank you very much, man. I do appreciate that. And thank you for the statement, and thank you also for the donation as well. Portland has issues before. Don't realize how often they have riots and protests. Yeah, it's been going on for months there. So I can't think of a worst case for most everything works out well most of the time. You're right, Jen A. It does. And the thing is, if you're ready for whatever's going to happen, I'm going to tell you what, and this is the best way that I can explain it when it comes to prepping. Prepping is about peace of mind. It's about insurance. Putting yourself in a situation to be ready for whatever happens and whatever comes, it makes you sleep easier at night, because no matter what you wake up to the next day, you're ready, and you're more ready. No one's ever going to be 100% ready. Let me say that real quick. No one is ever going to be 100% ready. But if you are working on preparing, you are going to put yourself in a much better situation than most of the people in this country. Because I've said this before, and I'll say it again. 95% of the people in this country are not prepared for a 2-week disaster. Having food and water, just that, prepared for that emergency. If they have a flashlight, they may not have batteries. I mean, they don't think of these things. They may have some candles. They don't, they're not sure. Do they have matches? Do they have lighters? All those type of things. They don't think about those things. But as preppers, we think about all of those things. And as long as you keep working on it and getting things ready, it puts you at such an advantage over everybody else. And again, that's all we're looking for. We're looking for that edge. I happen to be a little more extreme than the average person when it comes to prepping. Would you say a little bit?
You're very prepared.
Yeah. So, but again,
it's never be too prepared.
Right. There's no such thing as too much. I have almost 6 months. I think it's some water for my hubby and me. There's nothing wrong with that. Having 6 months supply of it, and being ready. Hold on a second.
JJ.
What did he say?
He's been posting. He's like, roll your eyes if 8 counts 11. Tug on your left ear if it's 8.
My God, that's funny.
Earlier he said put up 2 fingers if you know the 8 count, and put up 1 finger if it's 9.
Oh my God, that's funny. JJ, can you give a shout out for a brand new YouTube channel? Free Existence. All right, follower Jay asked me to do that. Free Existence, brand new channel. Let's give them a little support and show them some love. And if you would do that, that would be great. We're going to do the egg count here in just a moment. While you guys are putting up your egg count, I'm going to ask for another thumbs up if you have not given a thumbs up yet. We're at 946 in the chat. We're at 458 on the thumbs up. So if you would shoot another thumbs up, I would appreciate it. And thank you for the support in doing that. Also, it really does help with the algorithms, which puts us up higher in the rankings, which is what, that's always a good thing too. Also, I like to see a good number of thumbs up, so I'm not going to lie about that. Also, guys, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell icon for all notifications as well. And thank you for doing that as well. All right, so what do we got here? Let's see. All right, if you had the same guess as Stephanie S. with 8 eggs, then you are correct. We had 8 eggs today. So what was that? Tug on your ear for 8 eggs or
9?
9. Oh, it was close. Yeah.
It was close.
So yeah, 8 eggs today. So they but it was colder today. It was weird. It was like the weather here was colder. Actually, believe it or not, I did start a fire tonight in the fireplace too. Well, I wouldn't have done it if Becca wasn't here. And I told her, but I started the fire before she got here because I know it's going to be a little chilly tonight. And so we're going to go out and tell Mom and Beck how it's so warm in the house. No, I'm not going to do that because that would be mean. Their wood stove, unfortunately, is not hooked up yet. But so they got extra blankets and they're ready because it's going to be chilly. It's going down, I think, to 49 tonight. So, yeah, they're going to be a little chilly. Becca, JJ is a nut, but a very nice nut. That's funny. No, earlobe tug was for 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
okay.
I'm probably going to go back and check because I'm pretty sure I saw 9. I think you're cheating again, but okay. I'm just kidding.
No, actually, Thick Neck took the day off today. So, that's, yeah. So she decided not to lay today. Hey, Becca, did you expect so many preppers, and how does it feel knowing you're being watched?
I told him I had a little bit of anxiety just because I was like meeting everybody for the first time and then like also meeting his mom and his sisters tonight. It was just kind of a big night all the way around. I said I was having a little bit of anxiety, but as soon as I got on and you guys started talking, I felt very comfortable, very at ease. I've been a part of the chat. I've been watching the videos. So I've been kind of, picking up on people's personalities and getting to know you guys behind the scenes before I kind of made the debut.
The debut, yeah.
But I'm very comfortable with it now. You guys are an amazing group of people. I respect a lot of you, all of you.
Jacqueline says, you tall guys love small women. It's just, we have our type. Everybody has their type. And so, that's like, she likes beards too. That's which is, it's a good thing because the rest of it's growing out too now. But so that's not an issue. Like I said, she likes to ride. To me, that was important. I had to have somebody that wants to be on the back of, the bike with me when I ride, and she likes to ride. So that's very cool too. Colorado's freak snowstorm Tuesday helped control their fires. Oh, I'm sure it did. I don't know how much they got, but yeah, that was a huge temperature drop. That was amazing. Like a 70-degree difference within one day. Unreal. All right, what do we got here? Thankfully, you can't see us. Jen, that's funny.
Timothy Lorette says, if you shave your beard, I'm quit prepping.
Oh, no,
I'm
the
not
beard.
Prepping anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm not shaving it. No, actually, it's like I was telling Becca, because since we started talking, I actually went from using 3 rubber bands in this to 4. And she's like, oh my God, your beard grows so fast. I go, yeah, it really does. But yeah, I'd say wait till next spring. Wait till we get through the winter, and by like next April, we'll see how long it is then. So, but I might be like 7 rubber bands or something. You never know.
I won't complain. I like beards.
Becca, show us a kitty.
Which kitty?
No, there's none.
They're all sleeping right now.
Yeah, they're all sleeping. Bella's up there sleeping. We got Lucy's on the bed.
If one comes walking through, I'll snatch him or her. Oh yeah, the green tea. I've been drinking this stuff for years, and then come to find out, like all the years I've known him in before, nobody else has liked this green tea. And then I didn't find out until we reconnected that he likes the Arizona green teas. They're like the best things ever. I could be like a rep for them. I know. I should get a commission as much as I have it on here. But stocks in the company or something.
What I like about them. Hide my green tea now. Yeah, I got to keep it hidden from Mom. Are you kidding me? Mom will pound my green tea down. I'm like, Mom, take it easy there. So, ZZ Top length beard.
What's that?
You know ZZ Top, the band?
Everybody was asking earlier.
ZZ Top. Okay, the guys had their beards for like this long. Yeah, they were known for their beards.
Oh, that's cool. No, I didn't know.
No, she didn't know. That's an age thing.
Everybody was asking earlier.
Oh, what age? How old you are? Yeah. You want to tell them?
I am 28 years old. I know a lot of you guys were asking earlier and it's kind of skipped over. But yeah, I'm 28, and that's just about every time we talk to each other, we're harassing one another.
Well, yeah. So let me be clear on something with this, just so you guys know. I have never in my life gone for, I'm not looking for arm candy. I'm not one of those guys that, I have to have a young chick on my arm. That's just not me. Okay. With knowing Becca and meeting her before, we definitely clicked. When we reconnected, we definitely clicked again. And we talked about, the 2 main things we talked about was her with having children, which I have absolutely no issue with her having children. And the age thing, we talked about that as well. And, it is a big age difference. But there was a couple that I had met when I had my other place. And there was a 33-year age difference between the two of them. And they had been married like 30-something years, had a bunch of kids together, and they were happy. And so, to me, age is a number. Like she said, number one, I don't look my age. I definitely don't act my age. It's just, it's how we feel about each other. She said she's always liked older men. And so, and it's like I said, I wasn't out, I got to get me, a younger woman. That was not it at all. It was just we connected, and, it's, that's just the way it is. So I'm sure some people will judge because of that, or say that, I'm one of those old men looking to, be with a young girl. And honestly, guys, you can think whatever you want to think. Anybody that knows me knows that, that's not me. So it's her. I'm attracted to her. So that's just how it went. And it wasn't like, we're like, went out on one date and like, we're all on each other. It didn't, it was a very gradual thing. And, so there you are. So yeah, so she's 28. So,
yep.
And I'm 55. So,
and it's every day we harass each other.
Yeah, we literally every day. That's why, I had to tell you with like the ZZ Top. I'm like, you don't know who ZZ Top is, and you didn't see me like roll my eyes. I rolled my like, oh my god, I can't believe you don't know who ZZ Top is. But again, different generation.
Once again, probably is like a daily occurrence. He'll make a reference. I say, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, of course you don't.
Yeah. Well, like I always tease her, I'll say like way before you were born, back in the 80s. So it's just, we have fun with it. To us, it's not a big deal. And, so there we are. Yeah, I will show her who ZZ Top is. Jen says your job is to show her ZZ Top. I will definitely do that. So
I'm going to get a lesson tonight, I think, in ZZ Top.
Yeah, after the stream, I'll pull them up, and that way she can see them. So, yep, Sharp Dressed Man. It's exactly the one I was thinking of, SDS. I was thinking I'll have to pull up that video, Sharp Dressed Man, so she can see him in that video. So, thank you, Donna. She said, as long as you both are happy. And we are. There's always going to be people that are going to have their judgments. But here's something I want you to remember. Most people that go through life, a lot of people are miserably unhappy. When you meet that person, who cares? I never cared what anybody thought of anything that I did in my whole life, and I never will. But like I said, I like her, she likes me, and we're gonna see where things go. More children in the future? ?
I have 2 children. My son has autism, and I feel like right now I would do a disservice to any future children at this point in my life, because of with my son and my daughter and working, single mom, that whole thing. So, I'm not saying no to more kids, but for right now, I think I'm good where I'm at.
That would be down the road anyway.
That would definitely be down the road.
So somebody said, what was your first date like? Actually, kind of our first date, we went for a ride, didn't we? Yeah, we went for a ride. Mm-hmm. We just jumped on a bike and went out and
stopped at a few places along the road.
Stopped at a few places and
some pretty like lookouts or whatever.
Yeah, I took her up to one place that overlooks a beautiful lake. Then we sat and we went to a bar and we sat there and God, how long did we talk?
Oh my gosh, hours.
Hours. So then it was dark by the time we left there, and she was like, "Oh man, it's going to be so cold on the way home." I said, "I'll be blocking you, so it's not going to be so bad for you." So. But yeah, that was our first date. Did I kiss you that day or no?
It was really quick. Oh, it was like a kiss your mom quick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was like.
So that was like it was just so stereotypical us.
Yes.
Completely out of the abnormal.
Right.
Or completely out of the normal. It was abnormal.
Yep. If people judge Ed and Becca, just repeat the last part of my name. Eyes wide shut, Farquhar. Yeah, I hear it, or Farquhar. Yeah, it's just, like I said, there's always going to be people that are going to be judging. Let them. 9 times out of 10, when people are judging, it's because they're jealous. And that's what you have to take it with that. I take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, The people that hate me, they hate me completely. So I warned her. I said, you're probably going to see some hate in the comments. Okay, so here's something I want you guys. Well, and I wanted to address this too. Okay, so a lot of people were talking a lot of crap about Brian, my electrician that came out. Because I didn't fix my system myself, I'm not a real prepper. Well, then I would say, let me see your off-grid solar system and show me how you do it. There's always going to be people that are going to talk smack, and probably 99% of them don't have a solar system. They're not off-grid, so they're just running their mouths. So I just look at it, and like I told, Brian was like, man, there's a lot of hate. I go, dude, just let it roll off your back. Don't even pay any attention to it. And, this guy came out, he worked all day, then he drove over an hour to come to my house to help fix my system, get things squared away that we needed to do, and then he had to go back home, and then he had to get up and go back to work the next day. I don't care what anybody says about that. Brian's part of my group. Because somebody's like, well, what are you going to do when the grid goes down? And somebody else was like, well, I think Brian's part of his group. Yeah, Brian is part of my group. So I have an electrician in my group, so we're good. But again, it's like it's always going to be the armchair quarterbacks that are going to have their statements, say what they're going to say, and you just have to let it go. He's not used to it, obviously, so that's why I talked to him about it. But you just kind of go, yeah, whatever, we do what we have to do here. And then here was the other one. Well, the only thing I've ever seen Ed do by himself is maybe split some wood. Every other time he's got somebody helping him do something. A lot of times what I do here, I do alone because there hasn't been anybody here to help me. And if I can hire somebody that knows how to do something, I would be a moron not to hire that person that knows what they're doing. It's just like with Greg, when we built the chicken coop, the wood shed, and the battery room. It wasn't like I was sitting back in a chair drinking a pina colada and watching him work. I was right there with him doing it together. But he's the expert. He knows what he's doing. And I'm smart enough. I think I'm smart enough to let that person take the lead when they're the expert on it, and I'm not. I've never claimed to be a carpenter. I've gotten better, since I've been here with doing the different building and stuff that we have to do. But when it comes to like the electrical work, I'm going to have an expert do it. I'm not going to do it and risk the lives like when the kids were little. I'm not going to risk their lives and try to jerry rig something and think, well, yeah, that'll be good enough. No, I wanted it done right. So I hired an electrician to come in and do my wiring, and so it's just.
And it's also about this community and lifestyle is all about learning and educating yourself. Why
Right.
not learn from the professionals? Why not be there with somebody who can lead you through it? So next time you don't have to go out and hire an electrician. You can do it yourself because you learned from a team member or a partner in this.
Right. Yep. And that makes a big difference. It's like with my plumber. He knew what he was doing. When he put in the water lines from the well, ran them into the tank, then ran them from the tank into the house. That winter, we had temperatures, the air temperature was 15 below zero. There were people all over the place that had frozen pipes, having all kinds of issues. I didn't have any. And I actually called my plumber and left him a message on his phone. And I said, hey, Joe, it's Ed. I just wanted to let you know I have no issues with my plumbing. And I wanted to thank you for doing such an awesome job, because I'm sure they don't get those phone calls. What they get is they get people calling and complaining and saying this is wrong or that's wrong. That's what they're used to getting. They're not used to getting people calling and saying thank you. But you know what? I appreciate people that know how to do things that I don't know how to do. And I don't have a problem with getting in there and getting dirty and helping them. Never have. So. Yeah, that's a true friend. You're right, Jen A. Brian is a great guy, absolutely a great guy. And he has been here and he's helped. That is his camper over that you see on the other side. He also has another camper that if they have to bug out, that they're going to bring that other camper up here. So what do we got? Tommy M. Do you have preps for any nuclear event, such as rumors of war all over the world, such as potassium iodine? I actually do not have potassium iodine. That is one thing. I'm not really set up for a nuclear attack, I'll be honest. I do have gas masks and stuff like that here at the homestead, but I don't have, anything set up for, radiation or anything like that. So, yeah, that is where, but that would be a weak spot in my preps. So, got to be honest. So, Amazon has it. Yeah, I know I can get it. Yeah, just buy iodine. Oh, I have plenty of iodine. The redneck prepper said, "Who's the pretty girl?" This is my new girlfriend. Her name is Becca. So
Hello.
anybody that's just coming in that didn't know, so just sharing that with you guys. I just bought 10 bottles of potassium iodine. Very nice. The Truth Warrior. That's cool. No, I mean, you know what? There's a lot of other things that I've been trying to do. Indiana Prepper, happy for both y'all. Can see the happiness. Oh, hold on a second. Let me just. Can see the happiness in your eyes. She has a beautiful soul. Can I get a shout out 30 or thrifty away from 130 away from 1,000? Oh, okay, I got you. Indiana Prepper guys, we got to get him to 1,000. Once he gets to 1,000 and gets 4,000 watch hours, then he can monetize. So if we could give some support for Indiana Prepper, if you guys would go over and subscribe to him to get him up over 1,000 subscribers, that would be great. And thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Again, we need to support each other. That's really close to being there. So hopefully he's got the watch hours already. Ed, you're in a good place in your life. Enjoy. Forget the haters. Thank you, James. I appreciate that. And you're right. I believe me. The people that hate me, I really could care less what they think, because they probably wish they were doing the same thing that I'm doing, and they don't have the stones to do it, or they would never try. So, but but that's okay. So yeah, and watch a video. Right, exactly. Go over there, show support. Subscribe, watch a couple of his videos to get his watch time up there, because the new thing with YouTube is you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time before you can monetize your channel. So a lot of smaller channels out there struggling, trying to get their things going. So that's good. Ed, with your age thing, my motto is, it's mind over matter. If you don't mind, it won't matter. Exactly. You're 100%
awesome.
right, Peggy. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Asif, we have only just begun. The Carpenters, 1970. Yes, good song. She was such a talent. And the fact that she died from anorexia at 34, what a waste. What an absolute waste of just a beautifully talented person. Just unbelievable her voice was. So, yeah, it's very sad. Thank you to Asa for the donation as well. Hey CMI, I feel like I do not have the skills to go off grid. A strong network is such a help. Well, I'm going to tell you what, guy. And when you say that, I came out here off grid. I had minimal electrical background from when I was in the military, which was 30 plus years ago. I'm a nurse. That's what I do. So the carpentry skills weren't there. I have no plumbing skills. I really came in here and jumped in with both feet. And so it was a huge learning curve. And I've learned so much in the last 6 years being here. And it's been wonderful. And, the peace and the quiet. I've had people tell me that I look younger now that I live here than I did before I moved out here. And I believe that that's true because that stress is not there anymore. You get out of a bad marriage, you do the right things, you raise your children, and, you try to be a decent person. And I think that all plays into it. And again, having peace of mind and being in a place, I'm going to tell you what, for me, when I feel closest to God is when I'm in the woods. Being surrounded by nature, that's where I feel it. That's where I feel completely at peace. And that's why I love being where I'm at, because that's where I'm meant to be. Ed, you had the guts to do it. Let's just see them make a move. Yeah, exactly. Most people will talk a good game, but do absolutely nothing. And that's what happens. And usually the ones that are the most judgmental about things will never do anything, ever. But the way I look at it, and again, like SHTF, let's say SHTF never happens on some kind of a large scale. Let's say it never happens. I'm going to have an awesome home, be as self-sufficient as I possibly can be, growing most of my own food, eating what I grow, having a good life, enjoying my time with my children and, and the people that I care about. I mean, how is that ever a bad thing? I don't see how that's ever a bad thing. Oh, is Ed dead? Looks like an angel sitting beside him, eyes wide shut. That's funny. I love that.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, very, very nice of you to say that. The redneck prepper. Oh, there you go, another one. Did you die because an angel is beside you? Yeah, she's pretty awesome. I will say that. Ellen of the fam. I love your together. You're both wise and very intelligent, compassionate people. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's pretty special. She's pretty awesome. Not going to lie. So, well, what we're going to do now, guys, really quickly, I'm going to do it now so we get it out of the way. And again, I'm going to ask for a thumbs up while we do it. If you haven't shot a thumbs up yet, I would ask you to do it to show support for the channel. We're at 914 in the chat and 593 on a thumbs up. Again, it really does help with the algorithms as well, so I appreciate that as well. Asif, you heard it. Oh, hold on a second. You heard it for east of the Mississippi, harsh winter, lots of snow and polar vortex over and over again. Awesome. Can hardly wait. I'm so excited. I got plenty of wood and I'm ready to go. But thank you for the donation and thank you for the information. Okay, so where is everybody from tonight? We are a family. We are legion because we are many. We're all over the world, all over the country. So we got Motherwell, Scotland, Queensland, Australia, Nebraska, North Alabama, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Melbourne, Australia, Central Pennsylvania. We got Wisconsin, UK. Let's see. Brooklyn, Connecticut, Cape Cod, Linden, Texas. We have Ulster Park, New York, Kentucky, Spokane, Washington, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Brooklyn, New York, Iowa, Union City, Pennsylvania, New Zealand, Blanche, North Carolina, Northeast Pennsylvania, Yatesville, Georgia. We have Nashville, Tennessee, Central Texas. Let's see, Louisiana, Troy, North Carolina, Michigan, Benson, Arizona, Charlotte, North Carolina, Saskatchewan, Canada, very nice. Eastern Canada, let's see, Oregon just came by there. Point Blank, Texas, Nowhere, Oklahoma. We see Under the Kentucky Woods, very nice. Maryland, Michigan, Rochester, New Hampshire. See BC, Canada, west coast of Florida, Las Vegas. We have the UK again. Dorena, Pennsylvania, Ohio, London, Brookings, Oregon, Oakland, Tennessee. We have Georgia, Illinois, England, West Virginia, New York, Gatlin, Pennsylvania, Sandstone, Minnesota. We got Hollywood, California, very nice. Antarctica, that's cool if it's true. Western Massachusetts, Mason-Dixon line, Pennsylvania, Wyoming. Let's see, Colorado, Belfast, Northern Ireland, very nice. Let's see. So again, guys, we're all over the world. We're all over the country. We're a huge family, a huge network of people. And there's New Jersey coming up. I didn't say that one yet. But, we're all over the place, and we're a huge family. And if we truly networked and worked together, there would be no stopping us. No stopping us. Okay. Dublin, Ohio, Edsville. I like that. That's funny. And I'll have to probably name it that right down the road. We have Montana. So, yeah, guys, like I said, we're all over. And, again, if we organized, there really would be no stopping us. None. Nobody could stop us. Got Germantown, Maryland, Southwest Missouri. Laughing it out loud, Hollyweird, California. I like that. That's funny. Waterbury, Connecticut. So, again, like I said, we really can make a difference if we really put our minds together. And, the people, especially like right now, like with Oregon and all the fires going on out there, the number of volunteers is astronomical, just to help. And I think that is awesome. I think that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, we got Fayetteville, Arkansas. I hadn't seen that one before. That's very cool. So, But yeah, so anyway, let's see. At Nina winter this year, Northeast will be brutally cold. Oh, it gets better and better. I cannot wait.
Did I mention I'm a Southern girl?
Yeah, it happens. She'll come out here. She'll be dying. She'll be like, "Oh my God, it's so hot." So, but plasma iodine can also protect from nuclear plant problems, and a dirty bomb or fallout from another country's war if in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, it's something that I definitely need to get. So yeah, beautiful looking couple. All the best to your future. Stay safe, happy, and in love. Well, thank you very much, Sharon. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy. It's kind of really unexpected too.
Yeah, kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it really did. It just kind of, like I said, it developed on its own, and but she liked me from 4 years ago, so
he did too.
Yeah, I liked her. I liked her too.
That's what a big case for communication.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Why wait 4 years?
Why wait 4 years?
Yeah. It wasn't the right time.
No, it really wasn't.
Oh, we got. They want us to kiss.
I said one and done.
Yeah. I'll kiss her for you after off video, I promise.
Oh my God.
I may even use tongue just a little bit.
Family friendly.
Family friendly. Hold on now. Delete. Welcome to the family, Becca. We are Legion. There you go.
Thank you.
Regina Morgan just said that. Ed, can you please shout out my channel? I had to delete most of my videos and start over. Hold on a second. But I put up a new video on when my cat passed away. That's Miko 151, guys. Miko 151. We could show a little support over there. That would be great. Again, like I said, I believe that we should be supporting each other. All of us should be. And I think that that's a really important thing that we should be doing. And, we'll just, that's what we should do. I mean, it shouldn't have to be, anybody, like I said, if you're trying and you're, working hard and trying to better yourself, I think that's just a wonderful thing. And there's so many different outlets for information out there. Again, Wrangle Star is a great channel. He's got a big channel. He's been going for quite a while. Marfugal News with Adam out in Seattle. And that's the thing too, like Wrangle Star is in Oregon. Adam is in, with Marfugal News. He's in Seattle, Washington. I'm over here on the East Coast. We have all kinds of channels all spread out all over the country. And it's just a different take of what we all do. And, and it's sharing and learning. And I think that that's a really, really cool thing. And I think we should all be supporting each other. I really do. Another one, is it Bob and Stacy? I'm trying to remember. God, I'm going blank here. I think it's Bob and Stacy.
Probably because you're old.
Yeah, probably it's dementia. Who are you? No, I'm looking. Who's this? How did you get in here? Doug and Stacy. I don't know why I was thinking Bob. Doug and Stacy. Yes, somebody already put it up. Happy Elf. I'm sorry, Doug, if I said I don't know where Bob came from. I have no idea. But there's another good channel, and they're like in Ohio or something like that. And so so now everybody's saying it. Hey, I got it before you guys told me. All right, come on. I'm old. I'm forgetful. So. Where's my keys? No, I'm like, so I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, I just went blank on that. But like I said, they're another good channel. A lot of good information, and it's funny because Doug looks like an Amish dude, and he's not Amish. So that's his thing, and I think that's cool. So, but like I said, a lot of great channels out there. Alaskan Prepper, another good one. The Happy Prepper, that young man, he's another one. I really like his channel. As well, and it's a young person's perspective of prepping, and he's doing pretty good. So he's another one up and coming. So he'll be around long after the rest of us are gone, because he's like 13 years old. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. Have to blend in with your surroundings. Yeah, that Happy Elf, absolutely. Yeah, that threw me, Doug. Yeah, I don't know why I called him Bob. Maybe I was thinking of Bob the Builder. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? No. I'm sorry, guys.
That was a good comeback.
Yeah, it was. Thank you. Yes, I had to do that. That was just, when the opportunity's there, you got to reach out and you got to grab it. So, But anyway, we're going to jump off here from now. Welcome, Becca, to the
Thank
Prepper
you.
Nurse One community. And
It was wonderful meeting you guys, answering questions.
And Angry Prepper, he also another good channel. So there, like I said, there's so many good channels out there. You know, Duggan State. Oh, they're in Missouri. Okay, all right. Yeah, I couldn't remember where they were from. But again, I like their stuff. I like what he does. He shows a lot of great stuff. Oh, Sean James with My Self-Reliance. Yes. I've watched Sean James for quite a while. He's up in Canada. Fantastic channel. My Self-Reliance. Absolutely go over there. Show him some support. Tell him that Prepper Nurse One sent you. Great channel. Love his channel. He's in the middle of building a root cellar with burnt timber. And just I've been watching that. And he's just unbelievably skilled. I don't have those skills like that with the building part of it, but yeah, he's fantastic, and he's done carving his little piece of paradise out there up in the Alaskan wilderness. Just fantastic. So definitely recommend his channel as well. Again, it's My Self-Reliance. Okay. So anyway, we are all in this together, my friends. That is important to remember because it's true. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can get all the other petty nonsense put behind us, we can focus on the real problems that we have. And the biggest one, and he has eye candy too. Yes, his wife is hot. Yes, Sean James's wife is definitely hot. So, and they've been together for a long time, long time. But anyway, just let's get past the nonsense and focus on the real problem, which is always going to be the government. These governments are controlling people, trying to dictate how you're going to live your life, and I don't think that should be the case, okay? Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. I think it's really important we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Also remember, guys, STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you, okay? Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I will see everybody tomorrow. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for meeting Becca. And, I'm sure she'll be on again.
Definitely.
All right, so we'll see you all later. Prepper Nurse One, out for now.